I mean, it was just it was kind of a unique slice of a season that they fit in there beautifully.
Flash in the pan.
It
Turns out, unfortunately. Well, the Kings suck, and they're trying to get a good pick. So we're going to update you on that. Let's start with Cameron Boozer, who played last night against Pittsburgh.
Yeah, double-dub, right?
Yeah, 38 minutes, 17 points, 10 boards, 4 assists to go with the block, 4 turnovers, 6 of 9. He did also make a 3. Not that bad. How about Caleb Wilson, North Carolina, getting a lot of convo there. They lost to the University of Miami, runners up to Indiana for the national championship. Yeah, you can't. 26 minutes, 12 points, 6 boards, no assists, no steal. Not 3 blocks, but not a tremendously great game for Caleb Wilson. Kingston Fleming's another guy out of Houston getting a lot of notice. They took on Utah yesterday, and they did win. Kingston Fleming's played 29 minutes, and, he had 4 points. But he also had 4 assists, and he also had 4 rebounds, and he had a steal, and he had a block. Star of the night, without a doubt, AJ Dybantsa, small forward, BYU. They took on Baylor. He played 40 minutes, 36 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, 14 of 20 from the field, made 7 of 8 free throws, just 1 turnover. And just to point out some games this year scoring-wise for AJ, 35 points, 33, 43, 36, 28, 36, has a triple-double, 33, 10, and 10, has another double-double, 23, 10, but generally his averages so far this year, Jason, 24.5 points, a little over 6 boards, a little under 4 assists, half a block, a steal, 54, 37, 75. I kind of get the feeling, I'm starting to get the feeling, Jason, that this may turn out to be a Paolo Banchero year. Mm-hmm. If you remember, Paolo Banchero was slated to go 3rd all year long. It was going to be Jabari Smith Jr. 1, Chet Holmgren 2, Paolo Banchero 3. Don't know how this is going to go, but I'm AJ Dybantsa. That's my pick if I'm the Kings.
Okay.
I think a lot of it is, if I'm being honest, dude, he plays for BYU. And I don't trust the program, and I don't trust what it translates to the NBA. I just don't because of history. It's like how I don't trust Florida State, and I'm a huge FSU fan. But god dang, dude, this kid looks like he's got it all.
I think, there's a lot to like about him.
Yeah.
One of the things I like the most maybe is I think he's the tallest of all of them, even over Boozer. I think he's 6'9", and then I just see arms.
6'9", 210.
For days.
Yeah.
And I just think this team is light on that. And now, like, if somehow you had him, you had Hunter, you had Murray. Like, hey, you kind of have 3 wings when you felt like you maybe barely had 1 before. But I want to go back to a conversation you had, let me see, about 3 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. And I don't know the answer to this. I'm just throwing it out there. Who's the best defensive player of those top 5?
It's a great question.
Because, I mean, look, if you can make an argument maybe for Flemings, for Peterson, for Wilson, for Boozer, for AJ. I think there's 5 that are kind of separate, seemingly, on mock drafts. I don't know. They're all pretty good offensively. We're seeing that. They all can do different things that they reach their skill set. But if someone goes, Boozer's the best defender, Fleming, I don't know the answer to that. Would that be a lean at all? Because they all are good offensively. It's not like kind of raw as an offensive player. These guys all can score.
I'm going to take an extra minute on this break if we can, because I think it's a hell of a question, and I have an answer for you. So everything we just went through about defense, right? Forget about it for this draft. Because here's the other part of that equation. OKC, they have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who, by the way, is good in the lanes. And,
absolutely.
He easily can see it. But is he known as like a stopping defender? No, more of a team defense. But he certainly is a plus. Don't get me wrong. Detroit, Cade Cunningham. All right. Now, in the Spurs, they have, Wembanyama there. Great. Celtics, Tatum and Brown. Again, Brown's great. Tatum not known for his defense. You go Nuggets, Jokic. The way I think you construct a championship team in the NBA, you have to have your alpha stud. And it's okay for that. If your alpha stud can be a Wembanyama or a Shea where they can play both sides of the ball, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But That's the one place you can have your Steph Curry. You can have your alpha stud and maybe lose a little. The King, you have to have an alpha stud unless you're the Pistons in 03 or whatever it was, 04, to win a championship. I think it's actually easier if you're looking for it to get complementary defensive pieces around that alpha stud than it is to get the defensive pieces and then go out and find everybody wants the alpha stud. So I know it does sound kind of hypocritical, but the Kings have nothing. Kings have very little to work with right now. If they have an opportunity to get an alpha stud, give me the guy that has the best chance of winning an MVP. And if his defense is an issue, that's where you spend the rest of your money on. We'll take a break. When we come back, hey, have you been watching the Olympics? I mean, honestly, have you been watching the Olympics? And one question for you during the break: What's an event you think you could participate in if you had enough practice time? We'll get to that next.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings.